Surprising insect puppetry by parasitic fungi. Ophiocordyceps unilateralis is a fascinating species of parasite that takes control of ants in an eerie yet captivating manner. Once this fungus infects its ant host, it spreads its spores throughout the ant's body, hijacking its central nervous system. This manipulation is so precise that the fungus can make the ant climb high into the trees, where conditions are perfect for spore release. After reaching the ideal spot, the ant succumbs to the infection, and the fungus bursts forth from its body, releasing spores that can infect other unsuspecting ants below. This incredible life cycle demonstrates nature's remarkable ability to adapt and develop complex strategies for survival. The relationship between the fungus and its insect host is a prime example of how interconnected life forms can influence each other's destinies in unexpected ways. It may seem like something out of a science fiction movie, but this phenomenon is a real part of our natural world, showcasing the creativity of evolution. What other secrets do fungi hold? What if I told you dogs are banned in the Maldives? This tropical paradise, known for its stunning beaches and crystal-clear waters, doesn't allow dogs on its islands, mainly due to Islamic beliefs. In Islam, dogs are often regarded as unclean creatures, which leads many followers to avoid having them as pets. Instead, you'll find a thriving population of cats roaming the islands, cherished for their companionship and hunting skills. The prevalence of cats in the Maldives showcases how cultural beliefs influence pet ownership. Visitors might be surprised by the absence of man's best friend, but the local customs and traditions embrace a different vibe. This unique policy not only shapes everyday life for the local population, but also affects how tourism is approached on the islands. So whether you're a dog lover or a cat person, the Maldives offers a fascinating peek into how culture shapes choices about pets. Believe it or not, trimers are deadly little snakes. These fascinating creatures are known for their hemotoxic venom, which can cause serious harm by destroying red blood cells and damaging vital organs. Despite their small size, trimers pack a powerful punch with their strikingly vibrant colors, ranging from green to yellow to bright red, making them easily recognizable in the lush landscapes of various Asian regions. Their vivid hues serve not only as a warning to potential predators, but also highlight their unique beauty. Found in places like forests and grasslands, these snakes are a reminder of nature's incredible diversity, providing essential roles in ecosystems, even as they pose risks to humans and animals alike. Learning about trimers can help us understand the delicate balance of nature and the importance of respecting these extraordinary reptiles. Curious to discover more about their habits and habitats? What if I told you an explosion birthed our universe? Long before Sir Isaac Newton formulated his famous theories of gravity and the Big Bang was even a twinkle in scientists' eyes, a Catholic figure named Robert Grosseteste shared a fascinating idea about the cosmos. In the 13th century, Grosseteste proposed that the universe began with a massive explosion, which ignited the creation of matter as we know it. He imagined this event as a powerful force, leading to the crystallization of elements that eventually formed stars, planets, and everything else in our universe. This concept is strikingly similar to modern scientific theories, showing how visionary Grosseteste was for his time. His insights challenge us to think about the origins of the universe in a new light, blending faith and reason. What other brilliant ideas from the past still hold relevance today? Did you know that Detroit has the highest crime rates? Detroit, Michigan, earns this notorious title due to its staggering homicide rate, making it the most dangerous large city in the United States. In recent years, many residents and community leaders have voiced concerns about the effects of crime on everyday life. Factors contributing to this high crime rate include economic struggles, a shrinking population, and challenges in law enforcement. Meanwhile, on the opposite end of the spectrum, Honolulu, Hawaii, stands out as one of the safest cities in the nation. With its beautiful beaches and close-knit communities, Honolulu showcases how diverse crime levels can be, often influenced by local resources, policing strategies, and social dynamics. This stark contrast sheds light on the broader issues facing urban areas in America, raising important questions about how cities can work to improve safety and community well-being. Believe it or not, elephants have 4 knees. This extraordinary feature makes elephants unique among animals, as they are the only creatures known to have 4 fully functioning knees. This fascinating anatomical adaptation helps support their massive bodies that can weigh up to 14,000 pounds. Unlike many other mammals that have 2 or 4 legs with different structures, elephants possess a structure that allows them to move gracefully despite their size. Each knee works like a hinge, absorbing shock and providing balance as they roam across diverse terrains. Imagine how difficult it would be for such large animals to walk or run if they didn't have this special adaptation. Their knees play a crucial role in their everyday activities, such as foraging for food, drinking water, and even social interactions with other elephants. As you watch an elephant move, you can appreciate how this unique feature has evolved over millions of years, helping them thrive in their natural habitats. Isn't it amazing how nature designs creatures so perfectly suited to their environments? Prepare to be amazed by ocean's hidden secrets. Did you know that the ocean relies on the minerals from land for its health? Erosion of terrestrial rocks plays a crucial role in this process. As rainwater flows over rocks, minerals like sodium and chlorine are released. These minerals are then carried by rivers all the way to the ocean, where they help sustain marine life. However, if the erosion slows down or stops, the ocean may not get the nutrients it needs for thriving ecosystems. This means that our actions on land, like deforestation and urban development, can have a ripple effect on the sea. With such a delicate balance, it's fascinating to think about how interconnected our planet truly is. Have you ever considered how your daily choices might affect the oceans and the incredible creatures that call them home? Is it really true that cities are losing residents? Recent trends reveal a troubling shift, as 77 out of 88 metropolitan areas in the U.S., each boasting over 250,000 residents, are experiencing slowed growth or outright population decline. This trend is largely driven by high living costs, urban congestion, and a strong desire for a better quality of life. Many individuals and families are migrating to suburban or rural locations, seeking the space and affordability that bustling cities no longer provide. The pandemic played a crucial role in this transition, as remote work became a viable option for many employees, allowing them to prioritize comfort and livability over proximity to their workplaces. For example, cities like New York City and San Francisco saw significant outflows as residents relocated to areas where housing is more budget-friendly and outdoor spaces are ample. This mass exodus raises critical questions about the future of urban centers. Will city planners adapt to these profound changes, creating environments that attract people once again? Understanding the driving forces behind this demographic shift is essential for revitalizing urban life and making cities appealing once more. You might be shocked to learn that pythons are massaging in Jakarta. At Bali Heritage Reflexology and Spa, visitors can indulge in an extraordinary massage experience that features live pythons. Imagine lying back and feeling the gentle slither of these large snakes as they glide over your body. The idea behind this innovative treatment is that the natural movement of the pythons offers a unique form of pressure that can relieve tension and stress. While it might sound daunting to some, many customers rave about the relaxing benefits and the intriguing sensation of the snakes moving. The spa's trained staff ensures safety and comfort, making it a fascinating experience for adventurous souls seeking something different from the typical massage. How many people can say they've had a python massage? It's definitely not your average spa day, but for those brave enough to try it, it could be the perfect blend of relaxation and thrill. Did you know about the amazing mammalian diving reflex? This remarkable physiological response kicks in when our face comes in contact with water, and it works wonders for conserving oxygen while we swim or dive. When water touches our skin, especially around our face, our heart rate slows down significantly. This slowdown helps us maintain energy and oxygen levels, allowing us to stay submerged longer without the need to breathe. Interestingly, this reflex isn't unique to humans. It's found in many mammals, especially those that are adapted to life in the water, like seals and dolphins. They can dive deep and hold their breath for an extended time, thanks to this incredible adaptation. So next time you take a plunge, remember that your body is naturally equipped with an amazing tool to help you stay underwater longer. How cool is that? Ever thought about why this might amaze you? Indy 500 captivates millions. This legendary race, held annually at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, showcases the adrenaline-fueled thrill of motorsports. Dubbed the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indy 500 attracts over 300,000 spectators every Memorial Day weekend, eager to witness the high-speed drama unfold. The event isn't merely a race, it's a celebration packed with rich traditions, such as the ceremonial driving the pace car and the iconic rallying cry of, "Gentlemen, start your engines." Competitors traverse a grueling 500 miles, pushing their skills and machinery to the limits. Notable drivers, from AJ Foyt to Helio Castroneves, earn legendary status by clinching victory in this prestigious race. The atmosphere is electric, with fans experiencing the roar of engines and the thrill of competition firsthand. Tailgating and festivities enhance the vibrant scene, allowing attendees to soak up the excitement from morning until night. Each race creates unforgettable memories that bond fans, making the Indy 500 not just a race, but a cherished experience. Will you be part of this extraordinary tradition? Ever thought about why the Iron Maiden fascinates us? The Iron Maiden is one of history's most notorious torture devices, capturing the imagination with its chilling design. Imagine a large coffin-like structure that appears innocuous on the outside, but within, it houses a horrifying reality. Once a victim was confined inside, they would confront sharp spikes jutting out from every angle, leaving no room for escape and ensuring torturous suffering. This horrifying contraption was not designed for a quick demise. Instead, it inflicted a prolonged and agonizing fate, reflecting the extreme measures some ancient cultures resorted to in the pursuit of punishment. Interestingly, while the Iron Maiden is often cloaked in tales blending fact and fiction, historians debate its actual use. Was it truly employed as a torture instrument, or is it merely a product of dark storytelling? Regardless, the image of this spiky cabinet has become a symbol of human cruelty and creativity's darker corners. Thankfully, such brutal practices are now relegated to history's pages, but the Iron Maiden remains a grim reminder of a time when punishment knew no bounds. Can you imagine a giant rock stuck since ice ages? Bolten is that incredible rock found in Kirog, Norway, firmly wedged between two cliffs. This remarkable geological feature has held its position since the last ice age, standing as a testament to the Earth's dynamic history. Formed by glacial activity, Bolten offers a unique glimpse into how climate changes sculpted our landscapes over thousands of years. The rock itself weighs an estimated 1,000 tons and hangs about 1,000 meters above the Lysfjorden Fjord, which makes it a popular spot for adventurous visitors seeking thrilling photos. Its presence reminds us of the powerful forces of nature and how, even today, they shape our planet. Standing there looking out over the breathtaking scenery, you can't help but wonder what the Earth looked like when glaciers were carving the valleys just like this one. Did you know Snow White changed movie music forever? In 1937, Walt Disney released Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it wasn't just the story that held audiences captive. This enchanting film made history by being the very first to have a dedicated motion picture soundtrack. Imagine watching a movie and hearing songs that perfectly match the emotions of each scene. Snow White featured delightful tunes like "Someday My Prince Will Come" and "Hi Ho," captivating viewers and drawing them deeper into the fairy tale world. This innovative approach not only added depth to the storytelling, but also set a trend that forever altered the film industry. The soundtrack became a massive success, leading to both radio play and millions of records sold. Disney showcased how music could elevate a film, and as a result, soundtracks became an essential part of movie releases everywhere. Today, it's hard to imagine a film without a catchy soundtrack. Can you picture your favorite movies without their memorable songs? What if aliens abducted you? Get covered! This quirky question brings us to the amusing world of alien abduction insurance, a concept that has intrigued many and resulted in approximately 50,000 policies sold across the globe, mostly in the United States and England. These whimsical insurance policies are not designed to meet serious claims, but rather highlight our fascination with extraterrestrial life and the human tendency to prepare for the unlikely. People often joke about the possibility of being taken aboard a UFO, and this insurance gives them a playful sense of security. The policies usually promise a payout if the insured is abducted, or sometimes even if they just see a UFO. While many might view these policies as comical, they serve a deeper purpose. They reflect our curiosity about the universe and what lies beyond our planet. In a world where we often seek assurance against uncertainties, who wouldn't want to be covered for an alien encounter? Did you know that the bee hummingbird is tiny yet mighty? This incredible bird, native to Cuba, is the world's smallest, measuring just 2.2 inches from beak to tail and weighing less than a dime. Imagine something so small buzzing around our world with incredible energy. Despite its size, the bee hummingbird has a huge appetite, visiting over 1,500 flowers every day to sip on their sweet nectar. To keep its rapid energy levels up, it flaps its tiny wings up to 80 times a second, creating a mesmerizing blur of motion. This tiny avian marvel not only captivates bird lovers, but also plays a crucial role in pollination, helping plants reproduce as it flits from flower to flower. The bee hummingbird exemplifies how even the smallest creatures can have a big impact on the ecosystem. Isn't it amazing to think about how such a small bird can contribute so much to the environment? Believe it or not, raccoons wash their food. This quirky habit is not just a cute trick, it's deeply rooted in their ancient instincts. When raccoons dip their food in water, it enhances their sense of touch, helping them to better explore and identify what they are about to eat. This behavior dates back to their ancestors who often foraged in riverbanks and streams. Raccoons are often spotted at lakes and ponds, where they meticulously dip their meals. Whether it's fruits, insects, or even scraps found near human campsites, this washing technique boosts their confidence and accuracy when selecting a tasty treat. It's fascinating how even animals dare to embrace their natural instincts for a delicious dinner. Plus, it shows just how adaptable and intelligent these little critters are. So next time you see a raccoon happily splashing around, remember it's not just playing, it's honing its skills and connecting with its wild history. Fascinating frogs can freeze solid and come back to life. Certain frog species, like the wood frog, have an astonishing survival strategy when winter strikes. When temperatures drop, these remarkable creatures can actually freeze their bodies, turning into little frosty statues. This incredible adaptation prevents them from dying in icy conditions, enabling them to withstand freezing temperatures. During this freeze, the frog's hearts stop beating and they stop breathing, entering a state of suspended animation. When spring arrives and the weather warms up, these frogs thaw out and spring back to life, resuming their normal activities as if nothing happened. This magical phenomenon shows how life can adapt in extraordinary ways to harsh environments. Scientists study these frogs not only for their unique biology, but also to gain insights into how to preserve other species threatened by climate change. So next time you think of winter, remember that some frogs are literally chilling until warmer days return. Could you imagine being frozen and waking up in spring? Surprisingly, it's a fact that you might be surprised to discover how planes fly. It's a captivating blend of science and engineering that keeps aircraft soaring high above us. 4 main forces make this airborne magic possible: lift, thrust, drag, and weight. Lift is the star of the show, generated primarily by an airplane's wings as air flows cleverly over and under them. This mysterious force is akin to an invisible hand, supporting the airplane and allowing it to rise into the sky. Next, we have thrust, which propels the plane forward. Imagine the roar of jet engines working hard. This force pushes against the resistance of drag. Drag, a force that acts in the opposite direction to thrust, can feel like wind pressing against your face when you sprint. Pilots must manage this resistance carefully to keep gaining speed. Finally, there's weight, the gravitational pull that holds everything down. The interaction of these 4 forces, when balanced perfectly, enables an aircraft to take off, cruise smoothly, and come in for a safe landing. So the next time you gaze up at an airplane flying high, appreciate the remarkable teamwork of lift, thrust, drag, and weight that brings the marvel of flight to life. Why do some people have spiral-shaped belly buttons? This peculiar trait, often seen as an anatomical oddity, occurs in a small portion of the population. Spiral-shaped belly buttons, or umbilicus, can appear as a unique swirl instead of the more common oval or round shapes. While you might think this difference is linked to health concerns, researchers assure us that it poses no risk whatsoever. The shape of a belly button is determined mainly by the way the umbilical cord was secured at birth. In some cases, the skin may heal in a spiral pattern, creating this interesting appearance. It's important to remember that human bodies come in all shapes and sizes, and these variations help celebrate our individuality. Some people might find their spiral belly buttons to be a conversation starter or a fun fact to share with friends. So the next time you see a belly button that's a little different, you can appreciate it as a unique reflection of human diversity. Hard to believe, but could brains form from chaos? The Boltzmann brain is a fascinating concept that stirs up the imagination and challenges our understanding of reality. This idea suggests that, if given enough time, a complete conscious brain could spontaneously arise from random particles scattered throughout space. It's not just a quirky thought experiment, it raises essential questions about what consciousness really is. If a brain can emerge from chaos, how can we trust our own memories and experiences? Are we living in an authentic reality, or could we be mere simulations? This theory, named after Austrian physicist Ludwig Boltzmann, intersects the worlds of physics and philosophy, captivating scientists and thinkers alike. While it sounds bizarre, the concept pushes us to think critically about the nature of existence, our understanding of the universe, and what it means to be conscious. Discover Mongolia's vibrant Panahan and Berkuda festivals. Each year, Mongolia bursts into color and excitement during the traditional Panahan and Berkuda festivals. These lively events showcase the country's rich cultural heritage, blending history with vibrant entertainment. Panahan, celebrated in the fall, features traditional archery competitions where skilled archers demonstrate their precision and strength, captivating audiences with every arrow. Meanwhile, Berkuda brings a thrilling twist, focusing on horse racing and horse riding games that highlight the country's deep connection with these majestic animals. Families gather to enjoy delicious local dishes, dance to folk music, and watch breathtaking performances that reflect Mongolia's nomadic traditions. This unique combination of sports, culture, and community spirit truly brings Mongolia's heritage to life. Have you ever experienced a festival that celebrates nature and history all in one place? Why exactly does Grey's Anatomy use real cow organs? The popular medical drama takes authenticity seriously, even when it comes to the gory details. Instead of using synthetic organs, the show's production team chose real cow organs to make the surgical scenes as realistic as possible. This decision adds a level of genuine intensity that makes viewers feel like they are right there in the operating room. The hands we see performing delicate surgeries are not just actors' hands. They belong to actual surgeons who expertly handle the organs. Watching these skilled professionals at work gives the medical scenes a credible edge, making the show stand out. Whether you're a fan of drama, medicine, or both, this choice elevates the experience. It raises an interesting question about how much realism we actually want in our entertainment. Would you feel different if you knew every scene was completely fake? Did you know slugs have 4 noses? These fascinating creatures, which belong to the class of mollusks, have some unique adaptations that make them stand out. Slugs use 2 of their noses, or tentacles, for smelling and tasting, while the other 2 serve as their eyes. This means they can sense chemicals in their environment while keeping a lookout for danger. Imagine having 4 ways to perceive the world around you. Slugs' noses are sensitive, allowing them to detect food, predators, and mates. When you see a slug gliding across the garden, it's not just mapping its territory, it's actively exploring its surroundings. Understanding how slugs function can help us appreciate their important role in ecosystems, like breaking down organic matter and enriching the soil. Next time you spot a slug, remember it's not just slithering along, it's using all four noses to navigate its world. Did you know the Large Hadron Collider's energy bill? This incredible scientific marvel, located near Geneva, Switzerland, has a staggering annual electricity cost of about $23.5 million. The Large Hadron Collider, or LHC for short, is the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator. It helps physicists explore fundamental questions about the universe by smashing particles together at nearly the speed of light. However, to keep this complex machine running and ensure that scientists can collect valuable data, it consumes a massive amount of energy. The electricity it uses is equivalent to powering thousands of homes each year. This energy boost is crucial for maintaining the extreme conditions needed for groundbreaking experiments. So, next time you think about the LHC, remember that its quest for knowledge comes at a significant financial cost in energy. Isn't it fascinating how science pushes boundaries while also facing real-world challenges? Surprising truth about the 12 days of Christmas? Many people think the 12 days of Christmas count down to December 25th, but that's not quite right. In fact, these festive days actually begin on Christmas Day itself and last until January 5th. This means the celebration culminates in the Feast of the Epiphany on January 6th, which marks the arrival of the wise men to see the newborn Jesus. Traditionally, the 12 days are filled with merriment, feasting, and time spent with family and friends. Each day holds its own significance, often reflecting various aspects of Christian beliefs. The song, "The 12 Days of Christmas," playfully lists gifts given each day, but many may not realize these days form an important part of the holiday season. So while you're unwrapping presents and enjoying festive treats on Christmas, remember that the joy of the season continues well into the new year. Why not celebrate each of these days with your loved ones? Kabai ducklings spread joy and positive vibes worldwide. These charming little birds are adored across the globe, not just for their fluffy appearance, but also for what they represent. Known for their cheerful quacking and energetic waddling, Kabai ducklings have become symbols of happiness in various cultures. People often associate them with good fortune and positivity, bringing smiles to anyone who sees them. In many countries, these ducklings are featured in artwork and folklore, highlighting their joyful essence. From social media memes to their appearance in children's books, Kabai ducklings remind us to embrace joy in our everyday lives. Observing them can lift our spirits, making them popular pets or attractions at wildlife parks. With their delightful antics, Kabai ducklings encourage us to find pleasure in simplicity and to appreciate the little joys around us. Have you experienced the happiness that Kabai ducklings can bring? What if I told you donuts have a hidden history? It might surprise you to learn that the iconic hole in donuts was not just a quirky design choice, but a clever solution for cooking. A long time ago, bakers discovered that keeping the dough with a hole in the center allowed it to fry more evenly. Without this hole, the thick, doughy middle often remained undercooked, while the outer edges crisped up beautifully. By creating a donut shape, the dough could fry faster and more thoroughly, leading to the delicious texture we love today. This innovation not only made for tastier treats, but also improved how donuts were produced on a larger scale. Can you imagine munching on a donut that was heavy in the middle and doughy instead of fluffy? Thanks to this practical invention, today's donuts are much more enjoyable, featuring that perfect balance of softness and crunch. So next time you savor a donut, remember that Tasty Hole has a story of culinary ingenuity behind it. You won't believe this about China's time system. China is a massive country that stretches over 5 time zones, yet it operates on just one standardized national time. This means that everywhere in China, clocks tick at the same time. As a result, in some remote areas like Xinjiang, the sun can rise as late as 10 a.m. This unusual approach to timekeeping can make life interesting, especially for farmers and workers who rely on sunlight for their daily activities. Imagine having to start your day when the sun is just beginning to shine. While this system helps maintain uniformity across the country, it also leads to some awkward scheduling differences. For example, when it's lunchtime in Shanghai, People in the far northwest might still be in the morning, getting ready for their day. It's a fascinating example of how time can shape our experiences and routines. What if I told you Americans eat 100 acres of pizza daily? Each day, folks in the United States chow down on about 100 acres of pizza. That's a staggering amount of dough, sauce, and toppings, enough to fill numerous backyards with delicious slices. The love for pizza doesn't just stop at its size, it's a beloved part of numerous American traditions. From sizzling BBQs to thrilling sporting events, pizza often takes center stage alongside about 20 billion hot dogs and 50 billion hamburgers consumed each year. This staggering consumption reveals not just a culinary preference, but also a cultural connection that binds families and friends together. Picture a family gathering where the aroma of fresh pizza fills the air, or a movie night complete with a stack of cheesy slices. Each variety, from the thin crust of a New York-style pie to the deep dish wonder of Chicago, brings its own unique charm. As you enjoy a slice or grill those hot dogs, you're participating in a delicious continuum of food culture that shows no signs of slowing down. What does this mean for our culinary landscape in the future? Discover Angola's hidden gems and natural wonders. Nestled in Southwest Africa, Angola is a treasure trove of stunning landscapes and breathtaking sights, often flying under the radar for many travelers. One of its most remarkable highlights is the Ruacana Falls, a spectacular waterfall that ranks among Africa's largest. Imagine standing before torrents of water cascading down rocky cliffs, creating a mist that sparkles in the sunlight. This is a sight that will captivate any adventurer. But the beauty of Angola doesn't stop there. Head over to Iona National Park, a vast expanse characterized by striking desert landscapes and rich biodiversity. Here you can wander through golden dunes, rugged canyons, and even catch a glimpse of extraordinary wildlife, such as the elusive desert-adapted elephants and various species of antelope. As the sun sets, don't miss the chance to gaze at the dazzling night sky. Iona is renowned for its exceptional stargazing opportunities thanks to minimal light pollution. Angola truly offers a unique blend of natural wonders that beckon nature enthusiasts and thrill seekers alike. Did you know that Italy built a courthouse for the mafia trial? This remarkable decision was made in the 1980s when the Italian government was determined to take a stand against organized crime. The courthouse in Palermo was specifically designed to handle an unprecedented case that began in 1986, involving 434 defendants connected to the Sicilian mafia. The trial, stretching over 6 years, is recognized as the largest of its kind in history. It showcased a bold move to confront the powerful mafia, with judges and prosecutors fiercely dedicated to seeking justice despite threats and intimidation. During this monumental legal battle, testimonies revealed the extent of mafia operations and corruption, making it a pivotal moment in Italy's ongoing struggle against crime. The trial not only aimed to hold criminals accountable, but also sought to inspire public faith in the legal system. Can you imagine the bravery it took to pursue such a massive endeavor? Did you know Canada has a water paradise? With over 2 million lakes, Canada holds the incredible title of having more lakes than the rest of the world combined. This vast network of freshwater bodies covers about 9% of the country's total land area, making it a true wonder for nature lovers and adventurers alike. These lakes vary in size and beauty, ranging from tiny, serene ponds to stunning, expansive waterways like the Great Lakes. The country's lakes not only provide breathtaking views, but they also support rich ecosystems, serving as habitats for diverse wildlife, including fish, birds, and amphibians. Moreover, Canada's lakes are vital for recreational activities such as fishing, kayaking, and swimming, attracting millions of tourists every year. The stunning landscapes, shimmering waters, and opportunities for exploration make Canada a top destination for anyone looking to enjoy nature's finest offerings. So next time you think of Canada, remember its unique status as a water paradise filled with sparkling lakes and endless adventures. Guess what really drives cycad evolution? A major genetic study has uncovered something surprising about cycads. those fascinating plants often referred to as living fossils. For a long time, many believed these ancient trees had existed in their current form for millions of years, but it turns out they are relatively young, having emerged only 12 million years ago. This revelation reshapes our understanding of plant evolution. It suggests that even species we thought were timeless can still undergo significant changes and adaptations. Cycads flourished during the age of dinosaurs, and today they live in diverse environments, from tropical rainforests to arid landscapes. Their resilience and unique characteristics make them a crucial part of the world's botanical heritage. So why did it take so long for scientists to realize their true age? This discovery opens new doors to studying the complex history of life on Earth. You won't believe this jumping creature from South Africa. The panthophilic, or as some call it, the Padethus capensis, is a fascinating little animal that takes jumping to a whole new level. With its large ears and long, powerful legs, it resembles a miniature kangaroo, capable of moving agilely across the terrain. This incredible creature has evolved to be cautious, always on the lookout for potential predators lurking nearby. Its impressive leaping ability not only helps it escape danger, but also allows it to navigate its environment more efficiently, whether it's hopping over obstacles or reaching higher ground to scan for threats. The pantophelic's unique adaptations show how diverse life can be in South Africa, highlighting the importance of protecting its habitat. Can you imagine spotting one of these amazing jumpers in the wild? Why exactly does the panda ant look so unique? This fascinating insect, often mistaken for a fuzzy cross between a panda and an ant, is actually a type of wasp. The panda ant's striking black and white color scheme isn't just for show, it's a clever survival tactic. By blending in with its surroundings, this insect can avoid predators while simultaneously sending a clear warning with its vivid patterns. Many potential attackers learn that bright colors can indicate danger, and that's where this insect's charm lies. But here's the twist. Despite its cute appearance, the panda ant packs a potent sting, making it a true marvel of nature. These remarkable creatures can be found in parts of South America, particularly in Chile, where they thrive in diverse habitats. Next time you see a panda ant, remember it's more than just its looks. It's a smart survivor in the insect world. Why exactly does edible ink revolutionize food design? Ud printing is an exciting culinary technique that has captured the imagination of chefs and food lovers alike. This innovative method uses edible inks made from vegetables and special flours to create stunning designs directly on food. Imagine a cake adorned with vibrant images or a savory dish featuring intricate patterns. What makes this technique truly remarkable is that it's gluten-free and allergen-free, making it a safe option for a variety of dietary needs. As more pastry chefs and event planners embrace ud printing, they are not just serving food. They are creating edible art that enhances the dining experience. This fusion of technology and cuisine opens up endless possibilities for visually striking presentations at parties, weddings, and corporate events. Chefs can now transform ordinary dishes into extraordinary visual feasts that delight not only the taste buds but also the eyes. So whether you're celebrating a special occasion or simply enjoying a meal, the world of edible ink is sure to make every bite a captivating experience. Prepare to be amazed by gravitational waves. These incredible ripples in space-time were first detected in 2015, and they open up a whole new way to understand the universe. Imagine sending a message across the cosmos every time two massive objects collide in space, like black holes merging together. That's what gravitational waves do. They are caused by the sudden disturbance in space-time, and when they travel through the universe, they can reveal secrets about the most violent events in the cosmos. Scientists use sensitive instruments like LIGO to capture these subtle waves, which occur even though they are incredibly faint. By studying gravitational waves, researchers can learn about the properties of black holes and neutron stars, challenging what we thought we knew about physics and the universe's evolution. What other mysteries might these cosmic signals unravel for us in the future? This might surprise you. Google was almost sold for $1 million. Back in 1998, the ambitious founders of Google, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, were eager to expand their budding search engine. They approached Alta Vista, a well-known search engine at the time, hoping to strike a deal. However, Alta Vista rejected their offer, thinking that Google's potential wouldn't rival their own. Fast forward to today, and Google has transformed into a tech giant, boasting a staggering valuation of over $100 billion. This rejection is now viewed as one of the most significant blunders in the tech world. It serves as a powerful reminder that in the fast-paced realm of technology, sometimes the next big thing is right under your nose. Imagine how different the internet landscape might be if Alta Vista had recognized Google's potential early on. You won't believe this about the Andromeda Galaxy. This stunning spiral galaxy, located a mere 2.537 million light-years from Earth, is a true cosmic neighbor to our Milky Way. When you gaze up at the night sky, the Andromeda Galaxy can actually be seen with the naked eye, appearing as a faint, fuzzy patch. It's the largest galaxy in our local group, which includes over 50 galaxies and is home to an estimated 1 trillion stars. Astronomers believe that Andromeda will eventually collide with the Milky Way in about 4.5 billion years, merging into one gigantic galaxy. This collision will change the night sky dramatically for any future inhabitants of Earth or nearby planets. Fascinated by the thought of our galactic destiny, the beauty and magnitude of Andromeda remind us of the vastness of the universe and our small but significant place within it. Did you know about Jefferson's surprising gift of grizzly bears? In an unexpected twist of history, Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States, received 2 grizzly bears from explorer Zebulon Pike. This remarkable gift in the early 1800s led to the bears being housed in cages at the White House, creating what many consider the first official animal crisis at the presidential residence. Imagine the scene, curious visitors marveling at the bears, while Jefferson, an avid naturalist, saw them as a fascinating addition to his collection of rare specimens. However, keeping wild animals in such a setting raised questions about animal welfare and their well-being. The bears' presence certainly sparked debates about the responsibilities of leadership and how best to treat living creatures, initiating a conversation that still resonates today. What do you think Jefferson learned from this furry experience? Believe it or not, H&M has a rich history. Many people think of H&M simply as a popular clothing brand, but its name actually has deep roots in Swedish culture. The H stands for Henny, a beloved Swedish brand known for its delicious milk, while the M represents the Mords, a religious group that has played a significant role in Swedish heritage. This fascinating connection highlights that H&M is more than just a place to shop. It's a symbol of cultural intertwining. The brand's identity reflects the blending of different traditions, making it a unique part of Sweden's story. So the next time you browse through H&M's latest fashion, remember that each piece carries a hidden history. Isn't it amazing how a simple brand can link such diverse elements of society? Why don't cows have front teeth? It's a fascinating feature of these common animals. Cows, sheep, and goats belong to a group called ruminants, which means they are specially adapted to graze on grass and other tough plants. One of their unique traits is the absence of upper front teeth. Instead of teeth, they have a hard dental pad that helps them grip and tear grass while grazing. This adaptation makes it easier for them to consume large amounts of forage. When ruminants eat, they use their bottom teeth to crush the food against the upper dental pad before swallowing. After swallowing, they later regurgitate the food, chewing it again to help with digestion. This process, known as rumination, enables them to break down tough plant fibers more effectively. So the next time you see a cow or goat munching away in the field, remember that their peculiar mouths are perfectly designed for their lifestyle. Isn't nature amazing? Have you ever wondered about Indian coin designs? Indian coins are not only currency but also beautiful symbols of cultural significance. For example, the 1 rupee coin features a thumb, reminding people of the importance of a helping hand. The 50 rupee coin showcases a clenched fist, which represents strength and unity, while the 2 rupee coin displays a heart symbol, embodying love and peace. These designs showcase how deeply interconnected hands and fingers are in Indian culture, serving as powerful reminders of connection and community. Each coin tells a story, reflecting the values that are essential to Indian traditions. Isn't it fascinating how something as small as a coin can carry such meaningful representations of a nation's identity? Next time you see these coins, think about the thoughts and histories they represent. You might be shocked to learn that colorblind people see better at night. This surprising fact comes from how their eyes process light and contrast. Colorblind individuals typically have a variation in their cone cells, which affects color perception but enhances their ability to distinguish between various shades of gray and shapes in dim lighting. When it's dark, these individuals rely more on their rod cells, which are responsible for vision in low-light conditions. As a result, they often excel at detecting movement and contours that others might miss. This ability to differentiate subtle contrasts means that they can navigate poorly lit environments more effectively than those with typical color vision. Imagine walking through a dark forest. While many struggle to see, someone with color blindness might find it easier to spot an animal or avoid obstacles. Isn't it fascinating how different perceptions can reveal unexpected strengths? Is it really true that caves can have jungles? You might be amazed to learn about Hang Son Doong in Vietnam, which holds the title of the world's largest cave by volume. This extraordinary cave is not just a hollow space filled with rock, it hosts its very own jungle. With sections soaring higher than skyscrapers, visitors are often awestruck by the scale and beauty of this underground marvel. Within its massive chambers, you'll find rivers flowing and even clouds forming, creating an environment unlike anything else on Earth. Imagine standing beneath a ceiling so high that it feels like you're outside under the sky. Stretching for miles, Hang Son Doong offers an adventure that combines nature's raw power with stunning biodiversity. Whether you're an avid explorer or a casual traveler, this cave invites you to discover an entirely different world hidden beneath the surface. Ready for an unforgettable journey? Is it really true that Japan has slap bars? In this fascinating aspect of Japanese culture, there are actual bars where patrons can pay to receive a slap from a stranger. This unique experience is meant to provide a mix of shock and amusement, allowing individuals to step outside their comfort zones. At these establishments, the slaps are often delivered with a playful twist, combining humor with surprise. Designed to provide an unusual form of entertainment, these slap bars attract curious guests looking for a memorable night out. In a society that values politeness and restraint, such a concept stands out as a bold departure from the norm. The slaps can vary in intensity, and patrons usually choose their slap based on how daring they feel. This quirky trend raises questions about personal boundaries and the ways people seek excitement in their lives. So if you're ever in Japan, would you dare to experience this wild adventure? It's definitely a conversation starter. Is it really true that guitars can be stringless? The Liberal Live C1 is revolutionizing music with its incredible design that eliminates the need for traditional strings. This innovative guitar transforms the player's movements directly into sound, allowing musicians to express themselves in a whole new way. Imagine a guitar that recognizes your rhythm and style, adjusting its tones to fit your unique playstyle. Whether you're strumming a soft melody or jamming out a rock anthem, the C1 adapts seamlessly, making it easier for anyone to create music professionally. For aspiring musicians who may find traditional instruments challenging, this stringless wonder opens up exciting possibilities. It's not just about playing notes, it's about unleashing creativity without the usual barriers. With the Liberal Live C1, you can focus on what really matters, making music that resonates with your soul. As technology continues to blur the lines between acoustic and digital, could this be the future of music creation? Here's a wild fact about space potatoes. The first vegetable ever grown in space was actually potatoes, not the more commonly thought of lettuce or carrots. NASA took a giant leap during the 1995 mission by launching the Veggie experiment, which tested how plants would grow in zero gravity. Researchers discovered that potatoes adapted surprisingly well to the harsh conditions of space, showcasing their amazing resiliency and growth potential. Growing food in space is crucial for long-term missions, like those aiming for Mars, where astronauts would need fresh produce to thrive. Potatoes not only provide necessary nutrients, but also support the idea of sustainable living away from Earth. With these experiments, NASA opened the door to future space agriculture. Imagine enjoying a freshly baked potato on Mars someday. How incredible is that? You might be shocked to learn that smartphones outsmart Apollo. Modern smartphones are equipped with processing power that is millions of times greater than the Apollo guidance computer, which helped NASA land astronauts on the moon back in 1969. Imagine that. The Apollo computer had only about 64 kilobytes of memory, a tiny fraction compared to the gigabytes and even terabytes we have now in our palm. This dramatic leap in technology means that our smartphones can perform complex tasks like running high-definition games and enabling seamless video calls, all while being smaller and more user-friendly than the old Apollo devices. The incredible advances in microprocessors, algorithms, and materials have transformed how we communicate and access information. As we continue to push the limits of technology, it's fascinating to think about where we'll go next. What other innovations await us in the future? Let's uncover the truth about ancient Roman gladiators. Gladiators were not just fighters. They were athletes who trained hard to entertain thousands in grand arenas. They trained in specialized schools called ludus, where expert trainers known as lanistas taught them the art of combat. This rigorous training included various techniques for fighting, physical conditioning, and even strategy. Each gladiator had a unique fighting style, and the lanistas tailored their training to enhance their strengths. Besides honing their combat skills, gladiators also had to maintain peak physical fitness to survive the brutal battles where the stakes were high. Fame, wealth, or even life itself. The life of a gladiator was about more than just fighting. It was a complex mix of discipline, skill, and showmanship, captivating audiences throughout the Roman Empire. So what made these warriors legendary in history? Prepare to be amazed by Descartes' bottle. This fascinating physics experiment is a staple in classrooms for good reason. Descartes' bottle beautifully illustrates the principles of pressure and buoyancy. When you squeeze the bottle, you apply force to the liquid inside, which changes how the dropper behaves. If the pressure increases enough, the dropper sinks. When you release the squeeze, the dropper floats back up. This simple yet powerful demonstration allows students to visually grasp concepts that are otherwise challenging. Not only does it highlight the relationship between pressure and buoyancy, but it also encourages critical thinking and inquiry. By playing with Descartes' bottle, students can engage in hands-on learning, making science both exciting and accessible. So next time you're in a lab or classroom, consider the wonders of pressure as you experiment with this classic tool. Did you know that laser tattoo removal can be painful? This method, often seen as the gold standard for getting rid of unwanted tattoos, uses powerful laser beams to break down the ink particles in your skin. When the laser is applied, it sends incredibly rapid pulses of light that target the pigment in the tattoo. While the results can be impressive, the experience can feel quite uncomfortable, as many people describe it as similar to getting snapped by a rubber band. The good news is that, despite the pain, laser removal is effective, often requiring multiple sessions to fully clear the tattoo. After each session, your skin will typically heal over a few weeks before the next treatment. If you're considering this option, it's important to consult a professional who can guide you through the process and help manage any discomfort. So, are you ready to say goodbye to that ink? You might be shocked to learn that saliva is filtered blood. Saliva, the watery substance in your mouth, doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's actually produced by specialized glands that take certain components from your blood and transform them into something essential for your health. These glands, like the parotid and submandibular, absorb specific properties, creating saliva rich in enzymes and electrolytes. This miraculous liquid plays a crucial role in digestion, as it helps break down food right from the moment you take a bite. But it's not just about food. Saliva also maintains oral health by washing away bacteria and food particles, keeping your mouth clean and your teeth strong. Plus, the moisture helps you speak and swallow comfortably. So next time you think about saliva, remember it's more than just spit. It's a vital fluid your body relies on. What other secrets does your body hold? This might surprise you. Mobile phones impact your brain. These handy devices emit electromagnetic waves that interact with our body tissues, raising some eyebrows among researchers. While short-term exposure to these waves is generally considered safe, studies suggest there might be potential effects on proteins in the brain. Imagine your phone sitting beside you all night while you sleep. It could be busy sending and receiving signals instead of letting you rest peacefully. Experts advise against placing your phone under your pillow during sleep, as prolonged exposure, even if harmless right now, may not be the best idea for long-term health. Instead, try keeping it on a nightstand or in another room to avoid unnecessary electromagnetic exposure. After all, our well-being is a priority, and small changes like this can lead to better sleep and a healthier brain. So how do you keep your phone away at night? You might be shocked to learn that cans took so long. The tin can was invented in 1810, transforming how we store and preserve food. It allowed for longer shelf life while keeping food fresh, but there was a catch. Imagine a world where your favorite soup is safely sealed in a can, but you have no easy way to get to it. That's right. People had to rely on tools like hammers and chisels to pry open these metal containers for the next 48 years. This clunky method made mealtime complicated, and many chose to forego canned goods altogether. It wasn't until 1858 that the invention of the can opener finally made its debut, making life so much easier. With this handy tool, anyone can enjoy the convenience of canned foods without the struggle. This quirky gap shows how innovation sometimes takes its sweet time. Isn't it fascinating how these inventions change the way we eat? Have you ever sat still for 8 hours? Imagine posing for a photo that lasts an entire workday. Back in the 19th century, when photography was still in its infancy, taking a picture was no quick task. The very first cameras demanded incredibly long exposure times, with some requiring you to remain motionless for about 8 hours. This lengthy wait was a result of primitive technology. Early cameras used sensitive chemical plates that needed substantial light to create a clear image. As a result, capturing a moment often felt like a test of patience. If you were to strike a pose, you'd have to be absolutely still, which sounds like a challenging feat today. Over time, advancements in photography drastically reduced exposure times. Today, we can snap a picture in a fraction of a second. It's incredible to think about how far we've come in capturing memories and moments. Imagine the stories those early photos could tell. What would it feel like to hold still for so long just to get your likeness on a piece of paper? Why is the mandarin bird so incredibly colorful? This stunning bird, native to China and Australia, showcases an incredible palette of vibrant colors, making it one of the most eye-catching birds in the world. Mandarin ducks sport a unique blend of orange, green, blue, and black feathers that give them their dazzling appearance. These colors are not just for show. They play important roles in attracting mates and signaling health. The males are particularly vivid, flaunting their bright hues during the breeding season to impress potential partners. Interestingly, the mandarin bird has a fascinating history tied to ancient Chinese culture, symbolizing love and fidelity. Because of their beauty, they have also been featured in artwork and stories throughout the centuries. If you ever see one, you'll understand why people are captivated by them. With their striking appearance, these birds remind us of nature's incredible diversity and artistry. Why did shoes used to be identical for both feet? Before the year 1800, shoes were designed to be the same for both the left and right foot, a fascinating fact that highlights how far we've come in footwear design. Early on, shoemaking was more about basic protection than comfort or style. People primarily used simple shapes and materials that could be easily crafted, so a one-size-fits-all approach became the norm. However, as fashion evolved and our understanding of human anatomy improved, cobblers began to realize that feet are not identical. By the 19th century, shoes designed specifically for each foot became popular, leading to greater comfort and a better fit. This shift also paved the way for more stylish designs and diverse footwear options. Today, we enjoy countless styles, from sneakers to high heels, all made with the right and left foot in mind. Imagine trying to wear identical shoes today. How would that change what we wear and how we feel about our footwear? Is it really true that Scrabble banned offensive words? In a significant shift, many competitive Scrabble players have decided to quit the game after the organization implemented a ban on hundreds of offensive words, including racial slurs and insults related to gender and sexuality. This decision aimed to create a more inclusive and respectful playing environment, but it sparked controversy within the community. Some players believe that the removal of these words stifles creativity and challenges in the game, arguing that Scrabble is traditionally about strategy and vocabulary. Others support the ban, saying it promotes a healthier atmosphere for all participants. Ultimately, this policy change has reshaped the dynamic of competitive Scrabble, leading to heated debates about language, respect, and the role of games in reflecting social values. Will this move attract new players or push away loyal fans? Is it really true that Hubble reveals day-length secrets? Hubble Space Telescope data shows that our planet's magnetic field isn't as stable as we once thought. Instead, it has some uneven patches and even wobbles. This makes it harder to measure exactly how long a day lasts on Earth. You might be surprised to learn there can be a notable 28-second difference in day-length measurements. This discrepancy likely comes from new technology that detects tiny effects of atmospheric drag on satellites and other objects in space. As our understanding grows and technology advances, we find it challenging to pin down precisely how long Earth's rotation takes. With Hubble's help, scientists continue to explore these cosmic puzzles, unlocking mysteries about our planet's behavior and the forces that shape it. Why do these wobbles happen, and how do they affect us? What if I told you avocados are berries? This surprising classification comes from how berries develop from a single flower, which is why many fruits we think of as distinct are actually categorized as berries. Common examples include bananas, watermelons, and even pumpkins. Under the botanical definition, a berry is a fleshy fruit produced from a single ovary and typically contains seeds embedded in the flesh. This means that the next time you enjoy a refreshing smoothie made with bananas and avocados, you're indulging in a blend of berries. It's a fascinating twist that highlights how nature groups different plants based on their biological characteristics rather than our everyday perceptions. So the next time someone asks if you like berries, feel free to mention your love for avocados and bananas. They're not just delicious, they're berries too. Is it really true that 40 is unique among numbers? Absolutely. The word 40 is the only number where the letters appear in alphabetical order. While many numbers have their own quirks, this particular characteristic makes 40 stand out. Imagine counting 1, 2, 3, and then you get to 40 with its pleasant surprise. This fun fact shows how language can be playful and interesting, adding excitement to something as ordinary as math. Such unique features are rare, and they remind us of the beautiful connections between numbers and letters. So next time you write out the number 40, remember its special status among its fellow numbers. Isn't it fascinating how the world of language works? Believe it or not, tornadoes are nature's fiercest creations. These powerful storms can be incredibly destructive, forming when warm, moist air meets cold, dry air, creating a swirling updraft called a mesocyclone. It's that mesocyclone that gives birth to tornadoes, and once they touch down, they can wreak havoc in mere minutes. To understand just how powerful these storms can be, we use the enhanced Fujita EF scale. This scale categorizes tornadoes from EF0 to EF5, with EF5 being the strongest. In fact, EF5 tornadoes can produce winds exceeding 200 miles per hour. Such speed can tear apart buildings, uproot trees, and toss vehicles like toys. Entire towns have been devastated in the path of these fierce winds, leading to massive destruction and severe consequences for those in their way. That's why it's crucial for communities in tornado-prone areas to have emergency plans in place. Knowing how tornadoes form and how to stay safe can make a huge difference when these monsters of nature strike. What if Kim Kardashian used sign language in school? During her school years, Kim Kardashian creatively learned the alphabet in American Sign Language, ASL, and found a clever way to communicate with her friends during tests. Instead of relying on spoken words, she and her buddies would fingerspell answers to each other from across the classroom. This unique approach not only highlights her resourcefulness, but also showcases her early penchant for thinking outside the box. Although this wasn't the intended use of ASL, it adds a fun and humorous chapter to her life story. Fast forward to today, Kardashian has shifted her focus from school pranks to serious matters like law reform, but she still chuckles at those childhood days. This anecdote reminds us that creativity can emerge in the most unexpected ways, even in a test-taking situation. Is the Goliath tigerfish a crocodile hunter? This incredible fish is native to Africa and is famous for its astonishing ability to hunt and attack even large predators like crocodiles. With 32 razor-sharp teeth, the Goliath tigerfish is designed for maximum efficiency, slicing through flesh in a flash. Growing up to a whopping 5.9 feet in length, it's not just a pretty fish, but a fierce predator in its aquatic habitat. Found primarily in the Congo River Basin, these fish thrive in tropical waters and are known for their aggressive behavior. Anglers and researchers alike are captivated by their power and unique hunting tactics. While they primarily feed on smaller fish, the idea that they could take on a crocodile adds a whole new level of intrigue to this spectacular species. Is there any other fish that can rival the Goliath tigerfish's ferocity in the water? Did you know the Eiffel Tower isn't the tallest anymore? While the Eiffel Tower is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, it has some competition in Paris. The Montparnasse Tower, completed in the 1970s, stands taller than the Eiffel Tower, reaching about 210 meters compared to the Eiffel's 300 meters when including antennas. This might surprise many who think of the Eiffel Tower as the tallest structure. Despite this, the Eiffel Tower continues to be the symbol of Paris, famous for its stunning iron lattice design and beautiful evening light displays. Not only is it the most recognizable landmark in the city, but it also holds the title of the tallest freestanding iron structure in Paris. This blend of history and engineering marvel makes the Eiffel Tower a must-visit, even if it's not the highest point anymore. Let's uncover the truth about ancient Roman dinner parties. In ancient Rome, gatherings were often organized with a surprising twist. Dinner invitations were extended by drawing lots, much like a lottery. This practice brought an exciting element of chance into social life, where who would dine together was partly determined by fate. Imagine the anticipation as guests waited to see whom they would share a meal with, turning every dinner into an intriguing social event. The Romans believed this method not only added suspense, but also promoted fairness, allowing anyone to have a shot at dining with the elite. This lottery system reflected the unpredictable nature of life and relationships at the time. So when you think about Roman feasts, remember that they weren't just about food and talk. They were also about the thrill of chance and the bonds formed in unexpected ways. Could you imagine attending a party where your dinner company was left to fate? Did you know boats rule transportation in the Amazon? In this remarkable region, where the mighty Amazon River flows, many residents of cities and towns depend heavily on boats and ferries to get around. The reasons for this reliance are not just about choice. They stem from the river's tough conditions that make it almost impossible to build bridges. Ferries become lifelines, connecting communities scattered along the vast waterways. Whether it's carrying locals to work, transferring essential supplies, or transporting goods to markets, these boats are vital. This unique form of transport also showcases the rich culture of the area, with colorful boats often painted in bright hues, representing the spirit of the river and its people. Did you ever imagine that such a massive river would shape daily life and keep communities thriving on its waters? Turns out the truth is that Mexico brews the most beer. The world's largest brewery, owned by Grupo Modelo, calls Zacatecas, Mexico, its home. This massive facility produces an astonishing 24 million hectoliters of beer each year, with a whopping 30% shipped off to thirsty fans around the globe. Imagine the sheer scale of this operation. With 14 production lines humming away, it bottles between 18 and 19 million bottles daily. That's enough to quench the thirst of millions. But this brewery does more than just satisfy beer lovers. It also plays a vital role in the local economy by creating around 3,000 direct and indirect jobs. Workers help turn barley and hops into refreshing brews that are enjoyed far and wide. So next time you raise a glass, consider the vast network of people and processes behind your favorite drink. Let's uncover the truth about BrewDog's expensive beer. This remarkable brew, named End of History, made headlines in 2010 when it was crowned the world's most expensive beer. BrewDog produced only 12 bottles, each priced at an astonishing $701,000. So what makes this beer so special? It's not just the price tag. Each bottle is encased in a unique design featuring real armadillo and squirrel fur, adding a wild touch to its exclusivity. BrewDog aimed to challenge the beer market by creating something that not only tasted amazing, but also stood out as a work of art. The beer itself is a Belgian-style ale, boasting a rich, complex flavor that has captivated beer enthusiasts and collectors alike. This extravagant creation raises intriguing questions about the limits of luxury in food and drink. Is it artistry, a marketing gimmick, or both? Whether you're a beer lover or just curious, BrewDog's End of History is a fascinating tale of ambition and innovation. Guess what really drives the fastest ball ever? July, a thrilling sport that originated in China, showcases a level of speed and skill that few other games can match. This exciting game features a ball that can soar at an astonishing 186 miles per hour, making it the fastest ball in the world. Imagine the adrenaline as players use a curved paddle to launch the ball against a wall where it rebounds and zips back with incredible speed. Athletes must possess lightning-fast reflexes and exceptional coordination to keep up with such rapid gameplay. As the ball whizzes through the air, players engage in a heart-pounding battle of skill and strategy, drawing spectators from around the globe. While it might not be as widely recognized as soccer or basketball, July offers a unique blend of tradition and modern excitement. If you're looking for a sport that truly tests agility and quick thinking, July is definitely worth checking out. So can you imagine hitting or receiving a ball traveling at that astonishing speed? What if I told you hearing lasts until the end? As a person approaches death, their sense of hearing is the last to go. It's fascinating to think that even when the body becomes still and the eyes close, the ears may still pick up familiar sounds. Loved ones often gather round, speaking tenderly and sharing memories, and this can provide a vital connection during those final moments. Research suggests that our brains process sounds even in a deep state of unresponsiveness, allowing individuals to hear comforting voices, music, or moments of laughter. This phenomenon highlights the importance of communication and affection, even when someone is nearing the end of their journey. So when saying goodbye, sharing loving words can be a profound gift, reminding those we cherish that they are not alone in their final moments. Isn't it comforting to know that love can transcend even the confines of life? Ever wonder about the world's most mysterious airline? Air Koryo is a North Korean carrier that has made headlines for its unexpected reputation. Once regarded as the worst airline globally, according to Skytrax, Air Koryo operates a small fleet of just 6 aircraft. While many airlines strive for high safety standards and customer satisfaction, this airline's past served as a cautionary tale for travelers. Interestingly, Air Koryo no longer holds a formal ranking, sparking curiosity about how it has evolved over time. Travelers might be intrigued to know that flights often cater to international tourists and allow rare glimpses into a country that is largely closed off to the outside world. As North Korea gradually opens up, could Air Koryo surprise its critics and change its reputation? For anyone considering a trip to this enigmatic nation, flying with Air Koryo is sure to be an unforgettable experience. Here's a wild fact about Abbas ibn Farnas. In the 9th century, this remarkable inventor and scholar from Al-Andalus made one of history's earliest attempts at flight. Using a wooden frame, he ingeniously attached silk and feathers to create a sort of glider. Imagine the excitement of a man daring to soar above the ground at a time when powered flight was still a dream. However, His ambitious flight ended with a crash landing, which happened because he forgot to design a crucial component: a tail. The tail helps stabilize and steer an aircraft during flight, and without it, his glider struggled to maintain control. Despite this setback, Ibn Farnas's innovative spirit and early experimentation laid important groundwork for future aviators. His story shows that even the greatest inventors learn through trial and error, making his legacy an inspiring chapter in the history of aviation. Why exactly does Ed Sonarello inspire us with chaos? Ed Sonarello is a remarkable decorative painter renowned for his ability to turn chaotic blots into breathtaking art. His unique style captures the imagination by transforming what appears to be random disorder into intricate visual compositions full of beauty and meaning. Sonarello carefully analyzes these seemingly chaotic elements, skillfully giving them structure and purpose. By using layers of color and texture, he invites viewers into a world that rewrites our understanding of abstraction. Each piece he creates tells a story, encouraging us to look closer and discover the harmony within the chaos. This approach not only captivates art lovers, but also inspires others to find creativity and order in their own lives. Why do we find such beauty in his work? Perhaps it's the reminder that even in confusion, there's potential for something extraordinary to emerge. Did you know Iran dominates global pistachio production? With a staggering 50% share of the world's output, Iran stands as the top player in the pistachio game. These delightful green nuts are not just a tasty snack, but also a critical part of many cultures, especially in Middle Eastern cuisine. Meanwhile, the United States contributes most of the remaining pistachio harvest, primarily from California, which produces an impressive 99% of the American supply. However, the rising temperatures and unpredictable weather patterns due to climate change pose a significant threat to California's pistachio farms. These trees crave cold winters to flourish, and without the right climate, their production may decline. As we look towards the future, how will these environmental challenges impact our beloved pistachios? The upcoming years might just redefine where our favorite nuts come from. Pandas belong to China, but roam the globe. Did you know that China owns nearly all the world's giant pandas? In fact, this cute and beloved animal has become a symbol of conservation, with China lending them to various countries for breeding programs and environmental education. Out of the almost 1,800 giant pandas left in the wild, only 3 reside outside of China, making the nation the ultimate guardian of this adorable species. Remarkably, these international loans are designed to help boost panda populations and create awareness about their endangered status. Countries like the United States, Canada, and several others have established partnerships with China, allowing them to host these delightful animals in zoos and wildlife parks. These programs not only contribute to breeding efforts, but also foster global cooperation in environmental conservation. So when you see a panda munching bamboo in an overseas zoo, remember that it's part of a larger story about protecting an iconic species and preserving their habitat. Let's uncover the truth about the Galaxy Note 7. Released in 2016, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 quickly became infamous for its serious battery defects. Early users reported that the phone would overheat and even catch fire, leading to alarming incidents that captured headlines worldwide. With safety at stake, Samsung took the drastic step of recalling the device in late 2016, which affected millions of phones globally. This recall not only dented Samsung's reputation, but also sparked discussions about the importance of safety in technology. In fact, the company replaced faulty batteries in affected devices, hoping to win back trust. Unfortunately, the replacement models also experienced similar issues, forcing Samsung to ultimately discontinue the Galaxy Note 7 altogether. This scandal raised significant questions regarding manufacturing standards and quality control in the tech world. People began to wonder how these defects slipped through the cracks and what measures could ensure the safety of future products. The Galaxy Note 7 serves as a powerful reminder that even a giant like Samsung can encounter serious challenges in innovation. Let's dive into the unexpected bat bombs project. During World War II, American military strategists explored unconventional methods to target Japanese cities, leading to the bizarre idea of using bats as bomb carriers. The concept was simple yet innovative. The plan involved attaching small incendiary devices to bats and releasing them over enemy territories. Once the bats settled into buildings, the devices would ignite, potentially causing significant fires and damage. Although the Bat Bombs project showed promise during testing, it ultimately faced numerous challenges, including the difficulties of training the bats and ensuring their accuracy. Instead of pursuing this quirky idea, the military opted for more conventional weapons, emphasizing the lengths to which strategists were willing to go for an edge in warfare. This unique chapter in military history highlights how creativity and innovative thinking can emerge even in dire times. It reminds us that the quest for new solutions can sometimes lead to the most surprising strategies. What do you think about such unusual wartime ideas? Let's uncover the truth about folding paper. Did you know that folding a standard A4 sheet of paper more than 7 times is nearly impossible? This fun fact highlights the limits of our everyday materials. However, the story takes a fascinating twist when we consider something like a roll of toilet paper. In a theoretical scenario, if you could stretch out a single roll of toilet paper and fold it 42 times, those folds could create a stack that reaches all the way to the moon. This mind-boggling idea comes from calculations showing that the thickness of the paper doubles with each fold. To reach that unbelievable number of folds, the sheet would have to be over 1 trillion kilometers long. So next time you see a piece of paper, think about how much potential it really has, even if we can't fold it that many times. Did you know about Colin's population crisis? In the 1990s, Colin became infamous for being the most densely populated area in the world, housing over 3,000 residents in a tiny space. Imagine living in cramped, poorly built buildings where personal space was a rarity. The living conditions were daunting, characterized by a severe lack of sanitation and proper urban planning. These factors led to a community where many faced daily struggles just to survive. With minimal authority presence to address these issues, life in Colin was a constant challenge for its residents. People struggled with inadequate access to clean water, health facilities, and waste management, making their living situation even tougher. This crisis highlighted significant issues in urban development and the importance of effective governance in maintaining healthy living environments. Colin's story serves as a powerful reminder of the need for sustainable urban planning, especially as cities around the globe continue to grow. How can we learn from Colin to create better cities for the future? Is it really true that police horses have trading cards? In Toronto, this delightful fact is indeed true. The city's police force has embraced the charm of trading cards, much like those for baseball players or Pokemon. Every 2 years, dedicated horse enthusiasts work together to create a brand new deck that spotlights their beloved police horses. Each card features stunning photographs and creative designs, giving fans a closer look at these majestic animals. These cards not only celebrate the horses, but also help educate the public about their important roles in community safety and engagement. Collecting these cards has become a fun way for kids and adults alike to learn about the police force and foster a connection with these noble steeds. So the next time you're in Toronto, keep an eye out. You might just spot a trading card featuring one of your favorite police horses. This might surprise you, what a blue moon really means. Many people think a blue moon is named for the color of the moon, but that's not quite right. Instead, the term blue moon actually refers to the rare occurrence of having an extra full moon within a calendar cycle. Usually we see 12 full moons each year, one for every month, but about every 2 to 3 years, we get that special bonus moon. So when you hear someone mentioning a blue moon, they are pointing to the rarity of that extra full moon, not to the moon's color. While there are atmospheric conditions, like volcanic eruptions or forest fires, that can make the moon appear bluish, those events are unrelated to this calendar phenomenon. The saying "once in a blue moon" reflects just how rare these occurrences are in our bustling year. So the next time you hear about a blue moon, you can impress your friends with this fun fact. It's all about the calendar, not the hue. Can you imagine that tears can be turned to salt? Hoxton Street Monster Supplies has created a truly unique culinary experience by offering salt made from human tears. This curious product is not only intriguing, but also stems from a wide range of emotional experiences, making it a conversation starter at any dinner table. Each jar of tear salt is harvested from real-life moments that evoke strong feelings, whether it's sadness, joy, or nostalgia. The idea is to inspire chefs and home cooks to explore flavors that are deeply tied to human emotions, adding a special touch to their dishes. While this unusual salt may not be for everyone, it highlights the innovative ways people are pushing the boundaries of food and flavor. So why not bring a sprinkle of human experience into your cooking? Would you dare to try a pinch of tear salt in your next dish? Here's something incredible about Amako Cadiz. In 1978, the name Amako Cadiz was officially established, marking a significant moment in history. However, that same year, a devastating event unfolded in Pantai Prancis, where an astonishing 68 million people lost their lives. This tragedy stemmed from a lack of understanding about how to properly use a critical system that could have saved lives. Imagine the chaos and fear that must have gripped the region when people encountered this system with little knowledge in their toolkit. Proper training and education could have made all the difference, highlighting the importance of sharing information. This incident serves as a stark reminder that knowledge is a powerful tool and can dramatically impact lives, especially during emergencies. The story of Amako Cadiz intertwines with this heartbreaking event, emphasizing the necessity for communities worldwide to prioritize education and awareness about safety systems. What lessons can we learn from this sobering chapter in history? Ever wondered why space is so eerily silent? In the vast expanse of outer space, there's a surprising lack of sound. This is because sound waves need a medium, like air or water, to travel, and in the vacuum of space, there's nothing for them to move through. This silence has given rise to intriguing questions about the Fermi paradox. Despite the immense number of stars and planets that could support life, we have yet to hear any signs of intelligent civilizations. Scientists are left scratching their heads as to why we haven't detected radio waves or other signals from extraterrestrial life. Could it be that advanced societies are rare? Or perhaps they are simply employing technology far beyond our current understanding? The mystery deepens with each unanswered question, prompting further exploration into our universe and the search for fellow inhabitants. Discover the fascinating world of Bengal tigers. The Bengal tiger is not just a symbol of beauty, it also holds the title of the largest female tiger species in the world. These magnificent creatures, native to the Indian subcontinent, can weigh up to 500 pounds and measure more than 10 feet from head to tail. Unlike other tiger species, Bengal tigers are known for their striking orange coats with bold black stripes, which help them blend seamlessly into their forest habitats. Unfortunately, their populations are dwindling due to habitat loss and poaching. In conservation efforts, experts are working hard to protect their environments, raising awareness about their plight. Every Bengal tiger plays a crucial role in its ecosystem, maintaining the balance of nature. So why do we need to care about them? By protecting Bengal tigers, we also safeguard many other species that share their habitat, ensuring a healthy planet for future generations. Believe it or not, the Victoria water lily is remarkable. This extraordinary aquatic plant, hailing from the Amazon rainforest, boasts floating leaves that can grow up to 3 meters in diameter. Imagine a leaf so large it can support a person's weight. This incredible feature makes the Victoria water lily a marvel of nature and a symbol of the rich biodiversity found in South America. Not only is it a sight to behold, but it also produces large, fragrant flowers that bloom at night, releasing a sweet scent that attracts nighttime pollinators like beetles. Watching these flowers open and close as day turns to night is a mesmerizing spectacle. The water lily thrives in warm, shallow waters, where it creates lush habitats for various fish and other wildlife. Conservation efforts are crucial to keep this stunning plant thriving in its natural environment, as human activities threaten its habitats. So, next time you see a vast floating lily pad, remember the fascinating features of the Victoria water lily and its role in the ecosystem. Let's uncover the truth about China's huge population. With more than 1.4 billion people, China stands as the most populous country in the world. This immense number is equivalent to about 1 in every 5 people on the planet. The population is a mixture of diverse cultures, languages, and traditions, giving China its rich heritage. Major cities like Beijing and Shanghai buzz with activity, constantly growing as people move in from rural areas seeking better opportunities. Over the years, the Chinese government has implemented various policies to manage this growth, including the well-known one-child policy, which was relaxed in recent years. Despite challenges like overcrowding and environmental concerns, the country continues to adapt and innovate. Understanding China's population not only helps us appreciate its incredible diversity, but also sheds light on global issues that affect us all. How does such a large population shape daily life in China? Why exactly does drizzle feel different from rain? Meteorologists define drizzle as rain with tiny droplet sizes smaller than 0.5 millimeters. This difference in size is key. When it drizzles, the small droplets fall gently, often creating a fine mist that seems to float in the air. To tell if it's drizzle or actual rain, you can use a simple trick. Just observe if the droplets create splashes when they hit surfaces. If they do, congratulations, it's rain. But if you see no splashes, then it's just drizzle. This approach not only simplifies how we think about weather, but also combines scientific precision with our everyday experiences. So next time you step outside, take a moment to notice the type of precipitation you're feeling. Is it a gentle drizzle or a heavier rain shower? Understanding these weather patterns can give you a deeper appreciation for the world around you. Can you imagine that comets have a closest point? In the fascinating dance of comets around the sun, 2 key terms describe their orbits: perihelion and aphelion. The perihelion is the moment when a comet comes closest to the sun, meaning it experiences the hottest temperatures and its gases start to vaporize, creating that beautiful glowing tail we associate with these celestial wonders. On the flip side, aphelion marks the farthest point from the sun, where the comet cools down and slows down. This rhythm of close encounters and distant retreats happens over incredibly long periods, often taking decades or even centuries. Understanding these points helps scientists predict a comet's behavior and appearance, like when it'll be visible from Earth again. So the next time you hear about a comet, think about its thrilling journey between the heat of perihelion and the chill of aphelion. You won't believe this about bank robber Carl Guggenheim. For 3 decades, Guggenheim, notorious as the Friday night bank robber, pulled off daring heists across the United States. With clever planning and a knack for evading capture, he managed to steal a staggering $2 million, making him one of the most elusive criminals of his time. His specialty was robbing banks on Friday nights, which allowed him to capitalize on the weekend hustle and bustle while minimizing law enforcement presence. However, his luck ran out when law enforcement finally caught up with him. He was arrested, tried, and ultimately sentenced to 17 years in prison. This lengthy sentence serves as a reminder that crime doesn't pay, no matter how clever you think you are. Guggenheim's story is a thrilling blend of audacity and the consequences of a life of crime. What lessons can we learn from this daring bank robber's life? Did you know butterflies can blend in with nature? These beautiful insects have developed wings that can change colors and patterns, helping them hide from predators. This amazing adaptation is called camouflage. For instance, the famous owl butterfly features eye-like patterns on its wings that resemble the eyes of a larger animal, scaring off potential threats. Similarly, the leaf-tailed gecko butterfly has wings that look just like leaves, allowing it to disappear in forests. Not only does this keep them safe, but it also increases their chances of mating, as brightly colored butterflies attract mates while camouflaged ones stay safe. Incredible, right? Besides camouflage, some butterflies even mimic other species, making them seem unappealing to predators. So next time you see a butterfly fluttering by, remember that it might be hiding in plain sight. Did you know pufflings are in trouble? These adorable young seabirds, known for their fluffy appearance, face serious challenges today. As climate change wreaks havoc on ecosystems, pufflings, the chicks of puffins, confront shrinking habitats and dwindling fish supplies. Puffins rely on abundant fish populations for survival, and with rising ocean temperatures and overfishing, their food sources are becoming scarce. This scarcity not only impacts pufflings' growth and development, but also affects the entire seabird community and the health of marine environments. Scientists are monitoring these populations closely, hoping to find solutions that can help protect them. Conservation efforts focus on restoring fish stocks and raising awareness about how climate change impacts our oceans. By taking action, we can support efforts to ensure that pufflings, with their charming personalities, have a chance to thrive in the wild. If we don't act now, we might witness a significant decline in these delightful birds, which are integral to maintaining the balance of marine life. What can we do to help protect them? Here's a wild fact about Crunchyroll's surprising start. Crunchyroll, a well-known anime streaming platform, actually began its journey in 2006 as an illegal site. At first, it allowed users to upload unlicensed anime content, which obviously wasn't cool for creators. However, things took a turn when the founders realized the huge demand for anime worldwide. With the help of venture capital funding, Crunchyroll evolved from its sketchy beginnings into a legitimate business. By securing licenses from Japanese studios, it transformed into a key player in global anime distribution. Today, Crunchyroll offers a vast library of shows, caters to millions of fans, and even supports creators by paying for licenses. This remarkable transition showcases how a platform can learn from its past and positively impact an entire industry. Who knew that illegal beginnings could lead to such a success story? You won't believe this art made from Excel spreadsheets. Japanese artist Tatsuo Horiuchi has taken a unique approach to creativity by using Microsoft Excel as his canvas. Instead of traditional paintbrushes or fancy drawing software, he enjoys the functionality and straightforward nature of spreadsheets. Tatsuo Horiuchi meticulously designs each piece, utilizing the grid layout of Excel to create vibrant images and intricate patterns. This unconventional method stands out not just for its originality, but also for the meticulous planning and skill involved in transforming a tool typically used for calculations into a medium for artistic expression. By embracing the digital world, he invites viewers to see Excel in a whole new light, proving that art can truly emerge from anywhere. What do you think of creating masterpieces with such an unexpected tool? Did you know Ghostbusters had a one-day logo design? This legendary logo, which features a friendly ghost encircled by a striking red line, was crafted by the talented graphic designer Michael Gross in just a single day. Talk about inspiration striking fast. The image quickly became synonymous with the Ghostbusters franchise, representing not just the movies but also a cultural phenomenon that includes cartoons, merchandise, and even theme park attractions. When Gross sat down to create the logo, he had to capture the playful yet spooky essence of the film. The ghost, with its outstretched arms and cheerful expression, perfectly embodies the quirky spirit of the Ghostbusters team, who are all about busting ghosts while being fun-loving. Over the years, this simple yet impactful design has created a lasting impression and is instantly recognizable to fans of all ages. From Halloween costumes to nostalgic reruns of the original films, the Ghostbusters logo remains a pop culture staple. Isn't it fascinating how one day of creativity can lead to such a lasting legacy? Believe it or not, hoverboards don't actually hover. These trendy devices, invented in 2012 by Shane Chen, a former NASA engineer, actually rely on wheels and self-balancing technology to give the illusion of floating. At first glance, it might look like a person is gliding in midair, but what's really happening is a clever use of gyroscopic sensors. These sensors detect the rider's movements, as well as their balance, and adjust the motors accordingly to move in the desired direction. When you lean forward, the hoverboard rolls ahead. Lean back, and it comes to a stop or rolls backward. This unique combination of technology makes riding a hoverboard feel like playful magic. They've gained popularity for fun and quick travel, but knowing the science behind them makes riding even cooler, don't you think? Believe it or not, the Vietnam War spread beyond Vietnam. A common misconception is that all the fighting during the Vietnam War occurred within Vietnam itself. However, significant battles took place in neighboring countries like Laos and Cambodia. The United States launched secret bombing campaigns and conducted ground missions in these areas to target crucial supply routes, notably the infamous Ho Chi Minh Trail. This trail was vital for transporting troops and supplies from North Vietnam to South Vietnam. By extending the conflict into Laos and Cambodia, the war had profound and lasting effects on these nations, destabilizing their governments and affecting countless lives. Despite its importance, these operations are often glossed over in traditional history classes, leaving many unaware of the wider impact of the Vietnam War. So how much do we really know about the true scope of this conflict? Did you know about the espresso martini's unique ingredients? This delicious cocktail blends the rich flavors of vodka and freshly brewed espresso, offering a delightful pick-me-up in a glass. The traditional recipe calls for vodka, coffee liqueur, and a touch of sugar, creating a harmonious balance between refreshing and stimulating. As it's served in a martini glass, the drink often features a foamy layer of cream on top, making it visually appealing and inviting. The invention of the espresso martini is attributed to a London bartender named Dick Bradsell in the 1980s, who created it for a customer looking for something invigorating. Today, this cocktail remains a popular choice in bars worldwide, perfect for anyone wanting a delicious drink that combines the love for coffee with a bit of a buzz. So whether you're enjoying it on a night out or trying it at home, the espresso martini is sure to impress coffee lovers and cocktail enthusiasts alike. Did you know pangolins run cool with body temperature? Pangolins, often recognized for their unique scaly appearance, have a body temperature of around 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 degrees Celsius. This is notably lower than many other mammals, and scientists believe this might be linked to their fascinating diet. These remarkable creatures primarily feast on ants and termites, which are low in energy. Having a cooler body temperature could be an adaptation that helps them conserve energy, given that hunting for their food can be quite taxing. Unlike most mammals that maintain higher temperatures, pangolins seem to thrive in a different way. Imagine them curling up with their hard scales, taking it easy to regulate their energy levels. This unique trait may actually help them survive in the wild, allowing them to remain active and seek out their favorite meals without overheating. As they navigate through the forests or savannas, these cool critters exemplify how diverse life can be on our planet. Isn't nature just amazing? Believe it or not, the Tang dynasty changed China forever. Stretching from 618 to 907 CE, this remarkable period is often celebrated as a golden age of culture and innovation. Under the leadership of Tang emperors, China experienced a vibrant flourishing of arts, literature, and philosophy. One of the most significant developments was the deep integration of Buddhism into Chinese society. The Tang emperors actively supported this growth by commissioning translations of important Buddhist texts, making these teachings accessible to a broader audience. Furthermore, they encouraged the establishment of monasteries across the empire, creating centers for learning and spiritual growth. This open and supportive environment allowed Buddhism to blend harmoniously with other traditions, shaping Chinese culture in profound ways. The legacy of the Tang dynasty continues to influence China today, making it an essential chapter in the nation's rich history. Hard to believe, but snails have 25,000 tiny teeth. These fascinating creatures possess a unique biological feature called the radula, an incredibly intricate mouthpart that looks like a ribbon covered in microscopic teeth. This structure isn't just for show, it plays a crucial role in how snails eat. The radula helps them scrape and grind their food, which mainly consists of plants and algae. Imagine how much effort it takes to break down a leaf with just a tiny mouth. By efficiently tearing apart plant material, snails can access the nutrients they need to survive. This dazzling adaptation is a perfect example of evolution at work, showing how life forms develop specialized tools to thrive in their environments. So the next time you see a snail crawling slowly, remember, its mouth is a marvel of nature's design. How many other creatures have such surprising tricks up their sleeves? Here's a wild fact about the Great Green Wall. This ambitious initiative is transforming the landscape of Africa by creating an incredible 8,000-kilometer-long barrier of trees across the Sahel region. What started as a dream to combat desertification is now a reality aimed at halting the relentless march of the Sahara Desert. By planting millions of trees, this project not only seeks to stop the sand from swallowing up fertile land, but also fights against drought and enhances food security for millions of people living in these regions. The Great Green Wall is more than just a line of trees. It's a bold movement to restore ecosystems while helping local communities adapt to climate change. Picture vibrant greenery where there once was dry, barren soil. Wouldn't it be amazing to witness such a transformation in our lifetime? Believe it or not, Ivanka Trump was in a movie. In the iconic film The First Wives Club, she made a memorable appearance, delivering the catchy line, "Don't get mad, get everything." This line struck a chord with viewers, reflecting a powerful message about empowerment and resilience. The film, released in 1996, tells the story of three divorced women seeking revenge on their ex-husbands for leaving them for younger partners. While her role was small, Ivanka's delivery brought a touch of humor and flair that resonated with audiences and helped make the film a classic. Many fans still recall her line, emphasizing the film's themes of strength and female solidarity. Ivanka, who later became a prominent businesswoman and political figure, showed her early connection to the world of entertainment. Her cameo reminds us that even a brief moment on screen can leave a lasting impression. Can you imagine being part of a cultural phenomenon like that? Have you ever wondered why genes can heal disease? One groundbreaking treatment for cystic fibrosis, a severe genetic disorder affecting the lungs, involves inhaling specially engineered genes. Cystic fibrosis causes thick, sticky mucus to build up in the lungs, leading to serious breathing problems. Scientists have found a way to deliver healthy copies of the CFTR gene, which is faulty in individuals with cystic fibrosis. By using a harmless virus as a delivery vehicle, these genes are introduced directly into the airways, where they can begin repairing the cellular functions affected by the disease. This innovative gene therapy aims to restore the normal flow of salt and water in lung cells, ultimately reducing mucus buildup and improving lung function. Ongoing research continues to refine this method, with the hope of transforming the lives of those living with cystic fibrosis. Could gene therapy be the future of treating genetic diseases? Have you ever wondered how many insects are here? The United States is home to an astounding 91,000 different types of insects. This variety is just a small slice of the global insect population, which totals around 1.5 million species worldwide. Insects play vital roles in our ecosystems. They pollinate plants, recycle nutrients, and serve as food for countless other animals. You might be surprised to learn that they can be found in almost every habitat on Earth, from lush rainforests to arid deserts. Not only are they crucial for the environment, but some insects, like honeybees, have a direct impact on our food supply. With so many species, scientists are constantly discovering new ones and learning more about their unique behaviors and characteristics. So next time you spot a bug, remember there's an entire world of insects waiting to be explored. Believe it or not, the first computer virus was a prank. Created in 1971 by Bob Thomas at BBN Technologies, the virus was called Creeper and served more as an experimental project than a malicious attack. Creeper didn't aim to cause harm. Instead, it displayed a playful message saying, "I'm the Creeper. Catch me if you can," as it spread across early computer networks. This whimsical nature made it a far cry from today's often dangerous viruses, which are designed to steal data or disrupt systems. Creeper also sparked the creation of the first antivirus program, known as Reaper, which was developed to delete Creeper from infected machines. This tug-of-war laid foundational principles for cybersecurity, illustrating how even playful experiments can lead to significant advancements in technology. Imagine how far we've come since then. Modern computer viruses have become highly sophisticated, affecting millions of devices globally. Creeper may have been innocent, but it opened the door to a whole new digital landscape where security is essential. How do you think we can protect ourselves in this ever-evolving tech world? Did you know Harry Styles began with One Direction? In 2010, Harry and four other talented singers formed One Direction on the popular TV show The X Factor, and they quickly skyrocketed to fame. The group, known for their catchy songs and charming personalities, captured the hearts of millions worldwide. After achieving incredible success with hits like What Makes You Beautiful, Harry decided to pursue a solo career, which turned out to be just as amazing. His first solo single, Sign of the Times, showcased his unique voice and emotional depth, earning him critical acclaim. Beyond music, Harry became a fashion icon, often seen sporting bold outfits that challenged traditional gender norms. With his blend of pop and rock influences, he continues to dominate the charts and inspire fans around the globe. Harry's journey from a boy band member to a solo superstar illustrates how talent and authenticity can create a lasting impact. So whether you love his music or admire his style, one thing is clear: Harry Styles is here to stay. What if I told you Pokémon inspires from real life? The Pokémon universe is a fascinating world brimming with over 1,000 unique species, each crafted from a mix of real animals, mythology, and cultural influences. For example, Bulbasaur is a charming blend of a plant and a dinosaur, showcasing the creative vision of its designers. Meanwhile, Gyarados takes inspiration from the legendary Chinese dragon, symbolizing power and transformation in folklore. This clever use of inspiration not only adds depth to the Pokémon characters, but also connects fans to various aspects of the natural world and cultural stories. Fans can spot similarities between Pokémon and real creatures. For instance, artists have modeled some characters on actual fish, birds, and reptiles, making each creature feel familiar yet fantastical. As Pokémon continues to evolve and grow, it keeps enchanting us by weaving together elements that celebrate our diverse world. Which Pokémon do you think has the most interesting backstory?